There once was a little duck named Loli who lived with her family in a vast lake surrounded by tall trees and long grasses. The lake was beautiful and peaceful, and the ducks spent their days swimming, diving for food, and enjoying each other's company. But Loli was different from the other ducks. Although she loved swimming in the lake, she always dreamed of flying high in the sky, like the big birds she saw soaring over the lake every day with such freedom and courage. She dreamed of seeing the world from above and feeling the cool breeze against her feathers as she soared among the clouds. Loli spent most of her time watching the migrating birds that passed over the lake, following them with her gaze and imagining herself flying with them. She could hear the sound of their wings flapping powerfully and watched as they rose higher and higher into the sky. Every time she saw a bird fly away, she would say to herself excitedly, "One day, I'll do that. I'll fly like them and see the world from above." But when she told the other ducks about her dream, they laughed and said, "Loli, we're ducks. We're creatures of the water, not the sky. You should be happy with what we have. Swimming is what we're good at and what we love." And her mother would gently tell her, "Loli, flying isn't for ducks like us. We only fly for short distances, and we prefer to stay close to the water because that's where we feel safe." But Loli couldn't give up her dream. She knew she might not be like eagles or sparrows, but she believed she could at least try to fly farther than the other ducks were used to. So, she started training every day, far from the eyes of others. At first, it was very difficult. She would jump out of the water and flap her wings hard, but she would only rise for a few seconds before falling back into the water. She felt discouraged, but her passion kept pushing her to try again. She challenged herself every day, trying to jump higher and flap her wings more strongly. Over time, Loli became stronger, and her jumps began to turn into short flights above the surface of the lake. It was a wonderful feeling for her, as she was able to rise higher than ever before. One day, Loli decided to try something new. She saw a small hill next to the lake, so she decided to climb it and try flying from there. Loli climbed the hill and looked down. She saw the lake sparkling in the sunlight, and she saw her duck friends swimming in the water. She took a deep breath, spread her wings, and jumped off the hill with all her courage. For a moment, she felt scared, but her wings began to flap vigorously, and suddenly she felt herself rising and soaring through the air. The air filled her wings and made her feel a lightness she had never known before. She flew over the lake, saw the trees from above, and saw the sun shining on the water. She was seeing the world from a perspective she had never seen before, and this feeling made her heart dance with joy. She had finally flown. When Loli returned to the lake, the other ducks looked at her in amazement. No one had expected Loli to be able to fly like that. Some of them cheered for her and clapped, while others still couldn't believe what they saw. Her mother was very proud of her and said to her with a smile, "You're a champion, Loli. You achieved your dream and never gave up." From that day on, Loli became a symbol of determination and courage among all the ducks in the lake. They learned from her that dreams only come true when we believe in them and work hard to achieve them, even if they seem impossible at first.